They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a second and long. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Might have a chance. Guys, let's chat just a little about Price. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman, gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Let's talk for just a minute about Price. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Pulls it in. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Owls! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Here's the pressure. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such good.
Makes the grab in their space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll keep it on the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
The give is to Smith. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
I like the way this offense is ending the 1st half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Quick release by the QB. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Goes to the option. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Breaks into the open. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Handoff to the fullback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Maybe some room here. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Black Knights will try to put one on the board on first and goal.
Ready. Black 14. Ready, go.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Pitch to the corner. And he's in. Touchdown, Black Knights.
I know everybody drew that one up, right? Like, oh, they're going to run an option, and they're going to pitch it to the big fella at tight end and let him take it in for a touchdown. Nice creativity by this offense. Caught the defense off guard, and the big fella does the rest and punches it in for a rushing touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down. Turning it on. Nifty run there. Pick up of 6 out through the 25. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. Might as well stick with him. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 29. Handoff to the lone back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked as he released it. It's incomplete. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going for the goal line. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The option look, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Army!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
He's going to be stopped. lane. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Owls have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown Owls! They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they take over with great starting field position, move it 36 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
17-13.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Black Knights offense will go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, moving away from pressure. There he goes. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Maybe a crease. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Using his feet. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Black Knights! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Clark. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man on the outside. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So now it's 2nd and long. Right back to it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Motion from the back. Finds him out of the backfield. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
All right, 4th quarter now. You're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And then that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and now it's 4th down. It's money down, and I don't think there's a question right here. You need the touchdown. You got to put that on the scoreboard. You're going for it. You're putting your best play forward right now.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll send the back in motion. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down? 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The give to the fullback. and he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really come? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't